How to spot a liar using psychology. Lying is something all human beings do from time to time. Sometimes it is harmless, like pretending to like a gift or saying you are fine when you are not. But other times, lies can cause real damage, especially when they are used to cheat, steal, or hurt others. People lie for different reasons: to protect themselves, to avoid punishment, to gain something, or to avoid hurting someone else. Whatever the reason, it is not always easy to tell when someone is lying. However, psychology gives us some helpful tools to make it easier to spot the signs. Lying is hard work for the brain. When a person tells the truth, their mind flows naturally. But when they lie, they have to do more mental work. They need to create a story, keep it straight, and try to control their body language and emotions at the same time. This extra effort can lead to clues, small signs that something is off. These clues are not always obvious, but if you know what to look for, you can become better at picking them up. One common sign of lying is a change in behavior. People have a normal way of talking, moving, and expressing themselves. When they lie, they often behave differently. This might mean they talk faster or slower than usual, avoid eye contact, blink more often, or fidget with their hands. Their tone of voice might go higher or lower. They might suddenly become more still or more nervous. These changes can be signs that the person is uncomfortable or trying to hide something. Liars often try too hard to look honest. They might stare directly at you without blinking because they believe that liars avoid eye contact. But in real life, honest people usually look away from time to time. So if someone is staring too much, it might be an act. At the same time, avoiding eye contact completely can also be suspicious. What really matters is noticing what is different from the person's usual behavior. That is why it helps to know how someone normally acts when they are telling the truth. Another clue to lying is the way a person tells their story. Truthful people usually tell stories with details that make sense. They remember things in the right order and can answer questions clearly. Liars often struggle to keep their story straight. They may leave out details or give too many. They might hesitate, pause a lot, or correct themselves too much. They might repeat the same phrases, which can be a way to buy time while they think. Their story might change if you ask the same question later, which is a strong sign that they are not being honest. Sometimes, liars use too many words. They may talk a lot to try to convince you or to distract you from the lie. They might say things like "honestly" to tell you the truth, or "oh, believe me," which can be signs they are trying to make their lie sound more believable. On the other hand, they might say very little, hoping to avoid giving away too much. Again, the key is noticing what is different from how they normally speak. Liars also have trouble showing natural emotions. When someone tells the truth, their emotions usually match their words. If they are happy, their smile reaches their eyes. If they are sad, their voice sounds heavy. But liars may show fake emotions. They might smile too quickly, or their smile may not look real. Their face may show fear or guilt even if their words sound confident. They may try to look relaxed, but their body may be tense. These small signs can reveal the truth behind the mask. Microexpressions are another useful clue. These are tiny facial expressions that flash across a person's face in less than a second. They happen so fast that most people do not notice them. But they can show true feelings like anger, fear, or sadness that the person is trying to hide. For example, if someone is lying about being happy but a quick look of worry or disgust appears on their face, it could be a sign of dishonesty. These expressions are hard to fake or control, so they can be powerful clues if you train yourself to notice them. People who lie often get defensive when questioned. They might say things like, "Why would I lie?" or "You do not trust me," instead of answering the question directly. They might get angry or try to change the subject. Some may even turn the blame back on you to distract from the lie. These reactions show that the person may be feeling pressure and trying to escape it. Another interesting sign is the use of distancing language. Liars sometimes avoid using personal words like I or me. Instead of saying, "I took the money," they might say, "The money was taken." This helps them feel less connected to the lie. They may also avoid naming people or objects. Instead of saying, "I gave the phone to Sarah," they might say, "It was given to someone." This kind of vague language can be a way to hide the truth. You can also watch the timing of a person's emotions and reactions. If someone laughs a little too late or gets sad too quickly, it can mean they are faking it. In real life, emotions happen naturally and take a moment to build. If someone reacts too fast or too slow, it can be a sign they are acting instead of feeling. Keep in mind that none of these signs, by themselves, prove someone is lying. People might act nervous, hesitate, or look away for many reasons. They might be shy, anxious, or under stress. That is why it is important to look at the whole picture and compare their behavior to what is normal for them. The more signs you notice together, the stronger the chance that something is wrong. There are also situations where people lie to themselves, not just to others. This is called self-deception. A person might convince themselves that something is true because it is too painful to face the reality. For example, someone in a toxic relationship might say, "They love me," even if all the signs show otherwise. Spotting these lies can be even harder because the person truly believes what they are saying. People also lie differently depending on their personality. Some are skilled liars who can hide their feelings well. Others are not very good at it and give themselves away easily. Some people lie often and feel no guilt, while others feel deeply uncomfortable even telling a small lie. Understanding the person you are dealing with helps you read them better. Learning to spot lies can help you protect yourself from harm. It can also help you understand human behavior more deeply. But it is important to use this knowledge with care. Accusing someone of lying without proof can damage trust and hurt relationships. The goal is not to become paranoid or suspicious of everyone. It is to be aware, alert, and better prepared to notice when something does not feel right. You can use what you learn from psychology to ask better questions, listen more closely, and observe more carefully. With practice, you will start to see the signs that someone is not telling the truth. You will notice the nervous habits, the strange word choices, the mismatched emotions, and the odd pauses. You will be able to ask yourself, "Does this make sense?" and trust your gut when something feels off. The more you understand how people think, speak, and act, the more skilled you become at reading between the lines. Lying is part of human nature, but so is truth. With patience, empathy, and a sharp eye, you can learn to tell the difference. If you found this video helpful and want to learn more about psychology, human behavior, and how to understand people better, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel. Your support helps us create more meaningful content for you. Thank you for watching.